So Grums, let's quickly talk about what happened with the Daily Wire people and how that whole thing went down.
Greg with a
Greg
double
R.
G, yeah.
Yeah. So he
Fucking
reached out to
Greg.
you. I guess he's one of Matt Walsh's producers or something like that, I guess. Or what was he?
I
with
don't
that?
know. I mean, he
No,
seemed to
I think he's a lawyer for the Daily Wire.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so he reached out to you basically like, hi, you know, we used a clip in Matt's video, blah, 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 blah. And I think he even thanked you for some of your work, correct?
Well, that's how he initially reached out to me. You know, I guess the clip went viral. He was the second post that Elon referenced, Matt Walsh. He clipped that out. And so I got this message from this Greg guy. It was like, hey, you know, we featured you. I'm like, oh, well, that's great. And it's like, and we'd be interested if you had any ideas and stuff. And I said, awesome. I may have some. And then he replied with the little sunglasses thing. And then I got caught up in this controversy I knew nothing about, where you guys were going back and forth. And I guess
you
what I
tweeted
happened,
mine. I think you
I
quote
tweeted you.
Yeah.
And that just sent him off. And you know, the next message with him is like, you're so stupid for doing that. That was a mistake. It was like vaguely threatening. And I was like,
Yeah.
hey, dude, read my next tweet. I'm very open. I think Matt would appreciate a lot of the values that come out of good gaming, good community gaming. You know, there are things here that work out. And he just started going off about how stupid I was to do this and how it was a huge mistake. And he really pissed me off. I mean, it's like it came out of left field. And I kept trying to calm him down. And you know, in a moment of anger, it's like I looked at it and said, okay, this isn't private info. What information are you protecting? That this some guy's being a douchebag to me? I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this. I really hate this sort of royalty feeling. It felt like when Milo was a big figure in GG1, Milo Yiannopoulos, and he wanted me to come out to LA and meet him at some fancy restaurant. I said, hey, I'm with my kids. I really can't make it. And he got really offended. I got the same vibe from this Greg guy. So something in me snapped. And I just said, okay, fine. This is the bullshit. And it's so cynical. And I don't want to deal with it. And you're coming at me for no reason whatsoever and insulting me. So that was it. And then I made an evaluation. I said, listen, last time this happened, we hooked up with Conservative Inc. And it was very valuable because we got our voices out there. They were the only press that would cover us at the time in GG1, but it came at a cost. We were a very diverse group of people all across the spectrum, you know, all genders, all ideologies, you know, and we were just united in gaming, and we got easily tarred as being alt-right conservatives because of this direct link. And I said, listen, if we do the evaluation today, gaming's much more mass market than even Matt Walsh, right? And it's not worth, you know, pandering to Conservative Inc. in order to get our voices heard when we already have so much more coverage from YouTubers. And we have so many other options to get the word out. I said, you guys make your individual call, but personally for me, you know, as a deal maker, I don't think it's a great deal for us anymore. The left wants games, and they understand culture, and they understand how to push it. And the extreme right just writes off gaming and wants to kill it completely. I mean, you know, and you can look through history and the attacks on culture from ultra conservatives, the attacks on music. You know, we've had the explicit warning labels and all that stuff. They want this stuff banned. You cannot make an alliance with someone just because you happen to agree on one topic, like, hey, this demographic is causing trouble. Let's shit on them together for a while. When their next logical step is to come and cancel you completely.
What do you think Matt Walsh's thoughts on the Stellar Blade protagonist would be? Like, just imagine that for a moment.
There is an opportunity that, but ultimately they're going to have, if they're willing to have a conversation but I don't think that's going to happen. But I guess time will tell. Give us a recap of what Matt Walsh should do for what is a gamer. Like, this is the greatest idea ever.
So obviously, with the little spat between Jeremy and Matt Walsh and gamers and everybody else, Daily Wire, whatever, all of that friction, we thought, you know what would be helpful if we just turn this thing around. They took advantage of the situation, just like what happened when Matt Walsh was like, oh, anime's demonic. People got upset. He decided, hey, we're going to make a thing where I watch One Punch Man. What he should do is do a documentary, What is a Gamer? Same template, same format as What is a Woman? And him just starting off being like looking at his children playing with like old-fashioned toys and everything, with like everyone dressed in like super conservative stuff. And he's like, you know, I've told my kids all my lives that video games are for losers, that they're for weirdos, they're for freaks, and they shouldn't waste their time on that. But recently, I've got myself involved in a little controversy, just like typical Matt Walsh deadpan shit. He's like, so I decided to find out, what is a gamer? And the first thing he does, he goes to like Kotaku editors and he talks to all these people. He talks to Sweet Baby Inc. And he just gets told how awful and vile regular straight white male gamers are and how we need to embrace this different crowd. Do the deadpan shit just like he did with What is a Gamer, and then talk to all the normal people out there and talk to us, talk to people that are just normal, that have lives, that have families. And he's like, thinks to himself, maybe I was wrong about gamers. Maybe they aren't all awful. I mean, if these people are lying about them, then they have to be pretty good, right? And the next thing he shows up to like a MAGA rally and he's like interviewing people and asking them what their favorite video game is. That would be ever. It would be fucking incredible if they ended up doing something like that. Shut up, Mark. No one cares about your soul. We care about what is a gamer documentary.